A week from tomorrow marks the start of National Pollinator Week. The annual celebration raises awareness for bees and other pollinators and to spread the word about what we can do to protect them. Pavlina Osta explores the mind of the bee to share how better understanding their lives can improve our own.
I consider bees to be our teachers.
People seldom spare bees a second thought. But Charlie Koenen isn't like most people.
And it's the lessons that we can learn from them that will help us integrate ourselves into nature better.
He calls himself the Beevangelist, also president of the Milwaukee Waukesha Beekeeping Association. Charlie says bees achieve far more than we appreciate.
A bee lives for 35 days, and in that time, it's traveling around and gathering only 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in its entire life, a drop of honey. It takes the hive 55,000 miles worth of traveling back and forth, visiting as many as 2 million flowers to produce just a jar.
In the United States alone, there are more than 4,000 species of bees. In Milwaukee, there are 517, but only one makes honey.
Honeybee brains are very complex.
So how much do we know about bees? I sat down with behavior ecologist and assistant professor at Marquette University, Dr. Charlie Koenen, to find out.
If you looked inside of a bee's head, there are these big prominent areas that really drive a lot of behavior of how the honeybees actually sense their world.
I wanted to know how the mind of the bee works and how they can navigate this world with such ease.
Using like the angle of the sun, they use polarized light so they can tell, like in the sky, polarization happens at different angles across the sky, and so depending on what direction they're orienting in, they know what direction they're in.
Studies also show bees can count the objects they pass to get to food.
They're actually keeping track of what they're passing, how many things they're passing, how many landmarks they're passing, and how that translates into how far they tell everyone else to go.
Cook says we know through the waggle dance that they use the sun to find the best spots.
Well, the waggle dance is a behavior that honeybees do to tell their colony where food is. They essentially vibrate, so they'll like waggle their abdomens back and forth. So if they're waggling straight up using gravity, that's telling the other bees go straight toward the sun.
And this is where their personality can shine.
So how many circles they do and how intense their little abdomens, their little butts move, communicates how good the food is. So the more they do it, the more enthusiastic they are about that food. And then how long the waggle dance is the distance, but also it is how many landmarks they've passed as well as how much energy they've expended.
There's a lot we can learn about bees, but there's a lot they can teach us.
Bees are really good at teaching us about cooperation, collaboration, resilience, and then just the whole idea of getting out and spreading abundance, spreading the good word.
The next time you encounter a bee, take a moment to remember just how much they contribute to our world.
And the good word from the bees is be nice to your neighbors, clean up after yourself, leave something behind that's better than what you had.